Alright, y'all, as y'all can tell where I'm at the pickup part. I call it the yard. Most everybody else knows it as the junkyard, but what they always say is one man's junk is another man's treasure. Well, you best bet this is my treasure right here. This is my type of Toys R Us, but I guess I'll be covering a couple things whenever you go to the yard, what to look for, what to do, and what not to do. Do a little bit of research on the parts that you are going to be pulling from these vehicles, because parts for a V6 and parts for a V8 are most of the time not interchangeable. Sometimes they are, sometimes they're not, but just make sure you're going to go to get the right part, not have to come back, return it, and pull another part again, and you know, that type of run around. So do a little bit of research, find out what exactly you need. All right, another one for y'all is I'll put that thing out. Oh, there it goes. Another one for y'all is make sure you have a mask, because they will not allow you in the gate without a mask, especially right now with this COVID crap going on. Before the COVID, nah, nobody needed a mask, but of course y'all know how it is. They will not allow you in most places without a mask, and this is no exception. So you will be needing a mask before you're let in to the pickup park. All right, these yards do consist of two different categories depending on which yard you go to. Not all yards are the same. You will have a newer model, late model, and newer model side. So you could ask the people in the front what side is, I guess whatever make and model your car is, you could tell them in the front and ask them which side it should be on, so they'll point you in the right direction. Alright, when you go to the yard, when you first come in, before you even go on the yard, ask them if they have your specific year, make and model vehicle. Sometimes they don't even have it. If you need help at the yard, maybe wheelbarrow or something to haul something heavy, just ask, they'll help you. I mean, they ain't gonna do your job or your work for you. Some might, you might want to give them a tip or something, but they'll help. All right, when you're at the yard, you need to lay on the ground. A lot of these vehicles have something that you can lay on, so just throw it on the ground and you can lay on that. Of course, unless you don't care. I mean, it's up to you whether you don't mind getting dirty or not. All right, man, while you're here at the yard, man, whatever you come to the yard to do, make sure you bring the right tools, and make sure you bring enough tools, because one thing I hate is whenever somebody comes to me asking if they could borrow a tool or two. Man, if what I do is I bring the tools that I think I need, I'm pretty sure that I need, in one bag, and I'll leave the rest of the tools in the car. And if I need to, I'll just go back out to the car if I need another tool that I didn't bring in with me, and they'll put you a stamp, or they'll let you go out and come back in, as long as you got a receipt or the stamp on your hand. So, man, don't make that dummy move. Don't be the one to have to ask somebody else for some tools. Whenever you come to the yard, if your tools are heavy, find a dolly and use the dolly. Trust me, it'll help you out, because you may think you're fit and take a walk, but once you carry those tools around the yard, if you can't find what they have or what you need, it's gonna get heavy. All right, something else to think about, like today, then last night, all yesterday it was raining. So if you're going on a day that it was raining, make sure you take some decent boots or some kind of shoes that don't soak in, because it will be pretty muddy right here in the yard. You're gonna understand these a couple ton machines drive through here all the time, and you are gonna have ruts and big potholes everywhere that the mud is staying, so it will be muddy. All right, so if the vehicle that you're at doesn't have the part that you need, there's a few things that you could do. You could look underneath the vehicle, around the next vehicle, or in the rear of the truck. Or if it's a truck, you could look in the bed. A lot of times people will take these parts and throw them in the vehicles right next to them. Like this older Ford right here. It has a almost like new 2005 through 2008 F-150 headlight. I mean, it looks brand new. I mean, that's what happens at the yard, so just look around a little bit. All right, before you go to the yard, check out and see if they have a price list online, or when you get to the gate, they should usually have a price list on, because sometimes the parts on the yard do cost more or about the same thing as a new part. So why would you go to the yard for a used part when you can get a new one at the same price? To give you an example, that this time that I went to the yard, I was looking for the headlight housing or bezel, whatever you want to call it, for that this 92 F-150 I just bought, the project, to flip, and man, it was the same price as getting a new one. So it's one thing you gotta look out for, is compare the prices. All right, last tip. Before you go to the yard, see if the yard that you go to has any kind of specific discounts on major holidays. I know the one that I go to usually has 50% off discount, like 4th of July, New Year's, Black Friday, stuff like that. So you can save pretty pennies with those discounts. All right, I'll catch y'all on the next one.